the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the UCLA Bruins, California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University. Let's get down to the field. And the Bruins ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Rush is on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll give it to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special.
There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Hit as he throws. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they will score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. He's up to 73 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Third down play from the gun. Skips away from pressure. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back to pass. That's caught. It's done. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught over the middle. It's Sweeney. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that 1st down?
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Okay, ready? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Bottle little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Tight end now in motion. On third down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense... field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On third down, he'll try to pick off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Cal! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's looking deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long from the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. This time it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field.
Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, UCLA. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell. Once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Making side adjustments here. Now they'll run it on the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Flips it out to the back. He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease.
2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Past the first down marker and still running.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Golden Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting him second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Back to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making checks. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go right back to it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground.
The first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
With the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there.
And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Bruins trying to find